Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Last June of 2020, I had made this intro video to my massive coloring book collection, and the coloring book collection videos just never followed. I apologize greatly for that. I have had so many requests for these videos. But you know, with moving not once but twice last year and so many other things going on with COVID and deaths in the family and yada, 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 I decided I finally have to do this. So even if I have to forsake recording some of my other videos, I am going to get this done. So with that being said, I wanted to create this intro video to the collection videos themselves, just to go over some things. And I won't have to repeat this in the beginning of every single video that follows this series. So this coloring book collection, I am also going to show my finished pages, is going to be as of February 1st, 2021. So any books that I have received so far in this month of February, I will not be showing, just so I kind of have a cutoff date. And with doing this series of videos, this in no way is meant to brag about my collection, to show off, to, none of that. I have just, had so many requests to show my coloring book collection because many of you know that it is quite extensive. So, as far as the length of each video, it is going to depend on what I get through in each video, because I do separate them all out by either author / illustrator / publisher. So yeah, depending on when I get through a section will determine the length of the videos. Some may be a half hour, some may be an hour. The majority of them, I think, will be closer to 45 minutes to an hour due to the fact that I am showing completed pages this time. Last time when I did my coloring book collection, I did not show my completed pages, and it was still 7 parts long. So with that being said, yeah, I am going to make these a little bit longer. At this point, I don't know how many parts it's going to be, but I did have a suggestion to maybe list the illustrator or the publisher in, say, the description, and that's why I should split them out this way so that it's easier to find. I'm not going to be able to list them in the description. I take that back, in the title. However, I will list that particular illustrator or publisher on the thumbnail itself. So for instance, part 1 may be like Johanna Basford, have to start out with the Queen of Coloring, right? And, maybe like Millie Murata, Hannah Carlson, I will list that on the thumbnail, and I will also put it in the description of each of my videos. So hopefully with putting it especially on the thumbnail, it'll be easier for those of you who say want to look for my color by number videos. You'll be able to see the books just that pertain to color by number. And also I have quite a few PDF coloring books. I'm not going to be showing those, however. Many of my PDFs are duplicates, say, of like my Jade Summer books, when they still provided a PDF code in the back of their books. I do also have a lot of other PDFs, but I'm not going to be showing that. I don't have any of that printed out. So I'm just going to be showing my hardcover, my printed physical books in this series. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing this every year. I'm going to have to kind of play that by ear. Let's see. What else did I want to say? You're going to also notice in my coloring book collection, I do not have any books by some very, very popular illustrators, such as like Carla Magana, Deborah Muller, a few others that I know many of you out there have tons of. And it's only because they're just not my style. Everybody likes things, different things, and that's awesome. Gives all these illustrators out there a piece of the pie, right, so to speak. They're just not my thing. So my collection, as you will see, has changed dramatically since I recorded this last, which I started this channel 2 years ago. So that would have been January of 2019. I think I recorded this shortly thereafter. It might have been like February or March. And yeah, this collection, so many of the books that I had in those videos, I no longer have. They've been forwarded on. And of course, I have many new ones. And that's why I had to kind of go through, I periodically have to go through my collection and pass many books on so that my entire room isn't full. Of course, I cannot leave links to every single book that I show in the description, nor can I do complete flip-throughs of every book that I'm going to show. I'll show a couple pages, and like I said, I'll show you any completed pictures that I have. Now, many of my books do not have anything colored in, and I know that. Some of the books that I collect, I like just to have them for the artwork. I am a colorist, but I am also a collector. So yeah, you will notice many of my books do not have anything colored in, and that's okay. I'm hopefully going to get around to it. If you need a link to any specific book and you cannot find it, just let me know, and if that book is still available and I can find the link, I will get that link for you. If there's any book that you want a complete flip through of, I guess the first thing I ask is go to my flip throughs playlist, because I would say the vast majority of these books I have done complete flip throughs of, and they will be in that flip throughs playlist, or else they're super popular books like Johanna's, that there's flip throughs on, everybody's channel. So again, if you do want a specific flip through of a book, again, just let me know either in the comments below or shoot me an email. And that also is always in the description of every single video. And it is lisascoloring@gmail.com. Okay, so I do plan on coloring out of some of the books that I haven't so far. That is one of my goals for this year, as well as coloring with some of my supplies each month that I have neglected for so long. I have been in such a color by number kick for the past year that, yeah, a lot of my other books and coloring supplies have kind of been neglected. So that is a goal of mine for 2021, is to get out some of these other books that haven't been colored in. So, okay, well, I think that's all I wanted to cover in this introduction to my coloring book collection. And again, I will always link this video in the description of all of the parts in this series, as well as each of the parts will have links to the prior videos in this series. For instance, like part 3 will have links to this intro, and then part 1 and 2, so that if you want to see prior parts to the entire collection, you don't have to go through and dig through my videos to find them. You can just find them in the description each time. So okay, well, hopefully this time I will get to actually recording the coloring book collection itself. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get through everything. It is going to take me a while, but I hope to get a couple of the videos up a week. So it's still probably going to take, a month and a half to get through everything. Depends upon my time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you are going to enjoy the coloring book collection videos coming up. And I guess that's it. So happy coloring to everybody. Bye, guys.